Welcome back to another everyday makeup drawer video. Today we are going to be swapping out my everyday makeup drawer products. I am so excited to do this. You may notice a few things here. One being, there are no lip products in this drawer, and that's because I filmed a lipstick declutter and I got rid of 50% of my lip collection, and I decided to just keep this empty. We would have a nice fresh start for this first everyday makeup drawer video. Also, we have this box of Sephora goodies. I filmed a Sephora haul. I bought a couple things during the sale, and we're going to be incorporating as much of this in our everyday makeup drawer this month as we can. As always, we are going to start by going through the drawers and taking out everything that I feel like I've gotten some good use out of this month. The point of these videos is to cycle through my collection and make sure that I'm using everything that I have and only keeping things that I love. We are going to start with this section here, which has primers, foundations, concealers, and setting sprays. First, we will go ahead and address the obvious. I did not try this Urban Decay Face Bond foundation. Unfortunately, I just did not have the opportunity. I really didn't wear a ton of makeup this month, and when I did wear makeup, it was very light makeup, like tinted sunscreen, if anything, so I did not get a chance to try this. I have two shades, 15 and 12. I will be keeping these in here because I do want to try these this next month, and I will definitely update you in the next everyday makeup drawer video. The other foundation that I have in here is this one from Revlon. This is my favorite foundation. I love this. I feel like not enough people talk about this. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody talk about this. It's the Illuminance foundation. It's a beautiful medium coverage natural finish foundation. I can't recommend this enough. But I have had this in here for quite some time. I think it's time to swap it out, start fresh, and put something new in here. So this is going back in my makeup collection. Occasionally we will come across a product that I feel like I no longer need to keep, whether it's old or I just don't want it anymore, I don't like the formula, something like that, and we will declutter a product here or there. So we'll see if that happens today, but I have been going through my collection and filming these dedicated declutter videos. Next, we have some primers, and these are some of my all-time favorite primers. We have the Rare Beauty and the Say primers. These are both glowy primers. Honestly, these are very similar, and these are both like the mini versions. I got them both from Sephora. I love these. I would absolutely purchase the full size of both of these, but I have used up almost half of both of them, and I think that it's time to swap them out because I use these every single day and I need to start using some of my other primers a little bit more. These are the other two primer type products that I had in my drawer this month, the Pure Canvas primer from Laura Mercier and then the Skin Dew from Vive. So the Skin Dew isn't really a primer, but I use it as like a glowy base or a mix-in with my foundation, that type of thing, and I actually only used the Vive product one time this month. So that is going to be staying. However, the Laura Mercier is going to go back in my makeup collection because I did get some good use out of it this month. I once again forgot about the little Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream sample, so that's going to stay. And then we have some, I am so sorry, concealer type products. We have the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Concealer. This is like my favorite concealer. I love this thing so much. It's amazing. I think I can put it back though. I think that I'm ready for like a nice little reset. We have the Pretty Fresh concealer from ColourPop, another one of my favorites, but I will also be putting this one back just so we can cycle in some other concealers. Then I have these products, which are not really concealers, but same type of category. We have the eye brightener from Rare Beauty and then this Pixie color corrector, and I'm gonna keep the eye brightener in here because that's just something that I use all the time and I don't have another product like that, so that's not something that I really cycle out. But I will be putting the color corrector back because that is not something that I'm using all the time. And I think I have one from Charlotte Tilbury that I would like to put in the drawer. Then we have the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Setting Spray. I did bring this with me to Disney. I used this several times and this is so nice. I forgot how good this setting spray was, but since I did use it quite a bit, I will be putting this back in my makeup collection. Okay, so let's put everything back over here. This is what we are left with. Honestly, not bad. We have room to pick a lot of products, so that's exciting. Now we'll go ahead and move over to the second compartment here, which has powders. I do have a concealer sample in here that I'm actually going to take out. I did use one of them in the shade Vanilla Wafer. This is the Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer. I liked it. I feel like the shade that I used was a little bit too light for me, so I probably should have mixed it with the shade Pecan. But I just feel like using these little things is very inconvenient, and this has been sitting in here for months because of that, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this. We have, oh, this is actually a foundation that I forgot about. I did use this a couple times towards the beginning of the makeup drawer cycle, and honestly, I just don't feel like I'm going to be using this the next month or so, so I am going to put this back in my collection. We're not going to declutter it yet. I'm not in love with it, at least not yet. I haven't found a way that I love to use it. Maybe there is no way, I don't know, we'll see, but I do want to put this back in my collection and revisit that when I'm in the mood. I'm like a mood reader, a mood video game player, a mood makeup wearer. It's just kind of whatever I'm feeling currently, and I'm feeling like putting that one back in the collection. Now I have two pressed powders here and a loose powder. This loose powder is from Pixi. It's the H2O Skin Veil Powder in Translucent. I think I used this maybe once or twice. I'm gonna put this back in my collection. I didn't form like an official opinion on it, but again, I'm just not feeling that product right now. I have some other powders that I'm more excited to put in here. The Charlotte Tilbury Pressed Powder is one of my favorites. I really enjoy this powder, and I kind of think I'm gonna keep it in here for now. The other powder that I love is the Laura Mercier one, but I'm not quite ready to cycle that back in, so I think we're gonna leave the Charlotte Tilbury in here for now. And then we have the Lavender Days powder from Ofra. I did use this a couple times, but I think I'm gonna take this out of my makeup drawer as well. I'm just feeling a real good refresh, and I just want to really have a nice fresh start with my everyday makeup drawer products. As you can see, my lip liner drawer is looking much slimmer than it usually does, and that's because, again, I got rid of half of my lip liner. So this is every lip liner that I own. I just keep them all in here because I don't really have another place for them. So that container stays as it is. Obviously, we are gonna start fresh with our lip products this month. So now we have face products, and we're gonna start pretty fresh on this stuff because I used actually a lot of this the last month. So first up, we have this Dior palette. I love this palette. This is something that I think I might have contemplated getting rid of it. I'm not sure, but I love this. It's so beautiful. I have used these three shades so much the last month, and this is an amazing palette. I really hope they still sell this. It's the Glow Face Palette, and it's awesome. So this is going to go back in my collection because I did get so much use out of it, but I kind of want to keep it in here because I just enjoy using it so much. Next, we've got these Buxom blushes here. We have three shades. I actually used this one shade a lot, Tickled Pink. I'm not sure if you can tell, but this is the shade that I wore to Disney and probably, I think, at Luna's birthday. Almost every time that I did my makeup in the last 2 weeks. I have it in these other two shades, but I don't think I used either of those, so I think I'm gonna keep the shade Berry Glam in here because it's kind of like fall-ish vibes. So that one's gonna stay in here, but these other two are gonna go back in my makeup collection. Then we've got some other blushes back here. We have this ColourPop cream blush, which I got some good use out of, so this is gonna go back in the collection. And then we have these Milk Makeup jelly sticks. I love these. I think these are awesome, and I would highly recommend these, but these are gonna go back in the collection. Sorry about the frame changing. My camera battery died, so I had to go swap that out. Back to the face products. We have this Morphe blush, which I got some good use out of. It comes with this little puff, or I don't know that it comes with it, but it's like the matching puff. These are gonna go back in my collection. I actually really enjoy that formula. I love cream blush, and I think that's a really good one. We've got these Pixie Super Glow sticks, and these are gonna go back in my collection as well. I kind of struggled finding a way to use these that I really enjoyed, and I think these are just meant for days with super natural makeup, and that is definitely something that I am a good person to have this. That sentence didn't really make sense. That's something that applies to me. So these are going to go back in the collection for now. I haven't fully decided on keeping them like for sure, but as of now they're going to go back in the collection. This Rare Beauty highlighter, I actually have another one of these. I'm not sure where it is, but I love both of them, and they are both going to go back in my collection because that was my most used highlighter this month. My Milk Makeup bronzer stick is also going to go back. I used that a ton. And then we have these from Bare Minerals, and I did use these a few times, but not as much as I would have liked. Now, I do think I'm going to put them back in my makeup collection just because like I said, I want that fresh start, so we're just going to go ahead and set those aside. Now, all we really have left to go through is my eyeshadow palettes and face palettes, and then we get to start adding stuff back into the drawers. Okay, we are going to rapid fire this because I just need to get through this. It's like so hard to make decisions on things that I just need to be quick about it to help me make these decisions. This Buxom palette we are going to take out, put this back in my makeup collection. I used this quite a bit this month. I used the shade and the shade the most. Super pretty palette, and I like how compact it is. Moonshroom palette, we are also going to put this one back. This color palette is so pretty. It's just not really what I am feeling right now. I love the Naked palette, and this is actually going to stay in here. I think this is such a beautiful palette, and it just gives me like good memories, and I've been like channeling like this era of makeup recently, so we're going to keep that one in here. Naughty Nude from Huda Beauty. I don't know that I used this month, and this is like kind of holiday-esque, so we are going to keep this one in here as well. The bronze palette is just a little bit too warm toned for me at the moment. It is very fall, but I'm kind of more thinking like holiday vibes as of right now. We've got this Pro palette from Ofra. This I am also going to put back in my collection. I'm not feeling super inspired by that at the moment. We have this Smashbox face palette, which is really pretty. I think this is also gonna stay in here. I honestly don't know that I've used that one. I said that I was gonna use that, and then I just don't think that I got around to it. I have used the pink one, which is beautiful, but I need to give this a shot, so that's gonna stay in here for now. We're gonna put both of these over palettes back. I think I'm gonna keep the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2, and I'm also going to grab the first Major Dimension palette. I just want a ton of these types of shades in my everyday makeup drawer right now, so that's what we're gonna channel. We've got the mini Zendo palette from Natasha Denona. That's gonna go back. And then I have this Nude Sticks little tin of eyeshadow sticks. And I actually did use this quite a few times this month, and I love these. So these are also going to stay in here. So we are keeping 1, 2, 3 eyeshadow palettes, 1 face palette, and the nude sticks in here. Now let's look at the stuff that I got from Sephora so we can start filling in the drawers. Most of this stuff is going to be face products. So we've got this little kit here, a Sephora Favorites kit. We have a Makeup by Mario blush. That is definitely going to go in here. Beauty blender, we're going to set out. Oh, I need to add this setting spray. This is the Iconic London Prep Set Glow. That is going to go in here. We have this Merit. This is a gorgeous highlighting balm. It is so pretty. That for sure we are gonna try out this month. I found my other little rare beauty. That's gonna go back. And then I'm also gonna add this cloud paint from Glossier because it's been ages since I've used one of those. Then we've got this little mini hot pink cream blush from Bosma. I've actually never even heard of this brand, so we're gonna go ahead and add that. And I have this little mini in the shade Joy, so you know what? Let's go ahead and add the whole thing to this month's everyday makeup drawer. I have a couple of other Saie products. We have the Sun Melt and the Dew Blush, so a cream bronzer and a liquid blush. Both of these are gonna go in here, so I'm just gonna set them in here for now. We will get to organizing momentarily. We also have the Patrick Ta. I might have to overflow to this side. This is the powder, bronzer, and cream like sculpting product duo. I have the Dream Beam from Kosas. We're gonna put that in here. And then same with the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint. That is also going to be added to the drawer. The only other makeup that I purchased is the Hourglass Evil Eye Palette, the Glossier MangoBalm.com, and then a restock of my Benefit Roller Lash. We will be adding these to the drawer as well. So we added every makeup product that I bought to the everyday makeup drawer this month, which is awesome. So now I'm gonna go to my drawers that have like new PR type makeup in them and pick from there and see if there's anything that we want to grab. Starting off over here, we have lip and eye products. So I have the Bratz collection and the Frosty the Snowman collection. I'm not going to pull any of those products yet. I want to keep those together for the moment, but I do have some Buxom lippies that I want to try. So we have these ones, which are from a recent collection. The shades are Clara Cream, Apple Cider Mule, Bailey Butterscotch, and Pumpkin Spice White Russian. So these look beautiful. These we're going to add to the everyday makeup drawer, and if there's a shade that I don't think I will use, then I'll definitely pass that along. But I think that's gonna be pretty much it. I'll reach for eye products like as I need them, but there's nothing specifically that I really want to pull and add to my drawer at the moment, so I think we're pretty good there. Now let's go to the other set of drawers, which has my face products like foundation, blush, highlighter, bronzer, that type of thing. So there's a few things that I definitely want to grab. We have this little set from Laura Mercier. It's part of the holiday collection. It's the blush in the shade Rose and the caviar eye stick in the shade Modern Rose. So we're gonna add these products. I also have this little mini Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder ultra blur tone up in the shade Rose. This again I want to add to my everyday makeup drawer. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. We have this Pixie blush stick. I love this formula. I have it in the shade Fleur and it's beautiful. This one is in the shade Ruby, which kind of gives me holiday vibes, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my drawer as well. And then I feel like I should add one of these It Cosmetics blushes. We have Sun Blossom and Sunlit. I think I'm gonna go with the bottom one, which is Sunlit. These are, they're called Sun Blushes, and it's a blush plus bronzer, and I think it's like a cream product. I've never heard of this before, but they sent them to me in PR, and I definitely want to give them a try, so we'll pull that as well. So here's what the drawer is looking like. It's looking pretty good. I do maybe want to grab another product for here, maybe a foundation that I know that I like, and a concealer we need. Maybe another powder or something, we'll see. This is pretty good. Like, we've kind of got a lot going on here. We don't have any highlighters in here besides the Merit stick, so I'll grab maybe a highlighter or two, definitely a few lip products, and then we've got eyeshadow palettes to pick out. So I'm definitely gonna grab this color corrector from Charlotte Tilbury. And then let's see, is there like a foundation that I can grab? I was gonna do a foundation, but I think I'm gonna go actually for some bronzer drops from Drunk Elephant. I feel like it's been a while since I've used these. If I need a foundation that I know that I love, I can reach for my Revlon one, but I think that's gonna be good from this first drawer. Also, please excuse the mess. We are currently in the process of moving, sort of. I'll have a house update coming soon, but this is what my room is looking like currently, so it's kind of a nightmare to film this, but I love filming these videos and I wanted to make it work. As far as powder goes, oh, I forgot about the Rare Beauty one. I think I'm gonna do the La Mer, the powder. This is a super fancy one that I never use, and I spent too much money on it to not be using it. I think we're good on blush, like I said, but we definitely need to grab a couple highlighters. I want to grab this, but I don't think I have room for it. I'll find a spot for it. I am gonna grab this Lancome Absolute Powder. It's technically a powder, but I think it's too glowy to use as a powder personally, so I'm gonna pull this, put that in the drawer. I think I want to grab this Laura Mercier highlighting wand. This is in Peach Bronze. I don't think I've used this one. No, I have not used this one, so that'll be good to add. And then let's do a powder highlighter as well. I think I'm gonna grab this Laura Mercier also powder. It's the Matte Radiance Baked Powder in the shade Highlight 01. For lips, I just grabbed a few. We have this ColourPop gloss in the shade Sugar Cookie. We've got this Kaja, little like clickable kind of like lip balmy type product. The Maracuja Lip Plump, Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump from Tarte. And then I have Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Fair, and then Lace or Chantilly Lace from Laura Mercier. So we're keeping it pretty simple in the lip product category this month, but everything is looking so good. I'm gonna go ahead and look through my eyeshadow palettes, grab a few, and then I'll show you the final product. So here is the finished drawer. As you can see, I filled in the rest of my palettes, mostly with neutral, actually all with neutral palettes. I've just been loving neutrals lately. So we've got the Naked 3 I added. This is I think this is the Mini Nude palette. Like I said, we added the original Major Dimension palette, and then we added the Chocolate Brown from Huda Beauty as well. So that is everything that I added. Here is a final look at my everyday makeup drawers. I am so excited to try all of this new stuff. Typically, I don't have this much new stuff in my everyday makeup drawers, so it's fun to have something a little bit different. Now I have to put all of this other makeup away, which is gonna be a good time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.